So welcome to today's video where I'm going to teach you how to start a business without even lifting a finger into making your own products. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Noelle. I am the owner of my small business NOELICREATES that I've had for about 2.5 years now. If you are a returning subscriber, this video may confuse you because you know I am not a print-on-demand shop, but here's the thing. I get flooded with hundreds of questions a day asking things like, how do you make your products? Where do you get your products? How do you find manufacturers? How do you run a business from home if you don't have the space? And hundreds of other questions just like this. And you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never lied to you about starting a business. It was one of the most difficult things I have ever done in my life. There is so much to learn, and especially when you're a very hands-on business owner like myself, where I make all my products, I run my shop, I run my social media, I run the marketing, I do it all. And I do this all right from home. As a matter of fact, I have 2 rooms in my home that are taking up my business. And I understand that I'm in a very fortunate situation to be able to do this, but a lot of people aren't. Or maybe people are, but they just don't want to be super hands-on like I am, and they still want to be making thousands of dollars a month running their business. I want to share with you guys a way to do it. This is such a great option for those who want to do this full time, or maybe just on the side as well, and not hold any stock and get all their products manufactured and shipped right directly to their customer without lifting a finger. So I really wanted to share with you guys this print-on-demand platform called Printful. Printful has thousands of products to choose from, you guys. So whether you want to sell apparel for women or men, maybe you want to sell hats, accessories like phone cases and AirPod cases, or maybe you want to sell glassware like mugs or the super popular 16-ounce beer can glasses, they have those as well. And I can see this being especially great for an artist or someone who loves designing but doesn't love creating the products. So the way it works is you will create a store, whether that's Etsy or Shopify, or already use your existing store and connect it to Printful. You'll create your designs or your artwork to then choose a product to add to your store. And by the way, you guys, you can totally order samples for quality inspection, and you should always do this so you know exactly what your customers will be receiving. Once you've added your products to your store, you will then set up your billing methods to cover fulfillment fees each time you sell a product, and then you're ready to start your print-on-demand journey. So you do have the option to control your profit margins after deducting the fulfillment and shipping costs, which is going to leave you with your profit. And of course, the fulfillment fees and the shipping costs will be different depending on the product and where they're going to be shipped. So while it is completely free to set up your Printful account and there is no upfront charges, you will get charged a fulfillment fee every single time someone places an order for a product from Printful. Which, if you really think about it, it's a small price to pay for being completely hands-off. So now I want to walk you through how easy it is to set up a product so you can kind of see an example of what you'll be doing. So I'm just going to go in and create a phone case, and obviously you'll go ahead and select the model that you want. And I just wanted to show you that there is a bulk price calculator if this is of interest to you. And next I'm going to hit create product template. I'll then upload my own custom design and then apply that to my product. And here's where you can kind of play around with how you want the design to fit your product. You can go ahead and resize or reshape and things like that. And once you've kind of got it how you want it and you just want to double check how this is going to look, on the top right corner here, right next to designs, you can click on mockups to see how this is going to come out on the finished product. And by the way, you guys, Printful does allow you to download these mockups to use on your very own website as product pictures. So if everything checks out, you can go ahead and save this to templates on the bottom right hand corner. From there, you have the option to add this product to your store, make an order in case you want to grab some samples, or download the mockups to use in your shop. And it's that simple, you guys. You're now ready to start selling through print on demand with no upfront fees or investments through Printful. And there are so many pros to this. Again, there is no need for inventory whatsoever. This is great for those who have conflicting lifestyles, limited space, or just don't want to hold a bunch of stock. There's no need to spend thousands of dollars on machines or other tools to make your product from home, which, if you think about it, depending on the types of products that you want to make, all require different machines sometimes, and that can be pretty expensive. Not to mention all the other tools, blanks, and supplies, and the amount of time it's going to take for you to learn and master your craft. This is also such a great option for those who want to have a variety of products, because I can tell you firsthand, without all these expensive machines, it's really hard to test out products. And 90% of the times there is always a minimum order quantity where you have to order in bulk. This was the case for me a couple of times, and I actually ended up wasting so much more time, money, and products because I actually ordered such high quantities, and when the product didn't perform well, it ended up sitting on the shelf for over a year. That brings me to my next point about product launches being so easy through this method. You can literally create a product and launch it all in the same day. As a matter of fact, you can do that in minutes, as opposed to having to create the design, wait for the inventory, test out the product, finalize it, and then launch it. And don't forget, you don't even have to deal with any of the packaging or shipping the product, having to go to the post office, none of that. This allows you so much more freedom and liberty and gives you so much more time to actually focus on growing your brand. Which I can tell you firsthand, I often do struggle finding the balance between marketing, social media, making the product, shipping, all of that stuff. And some people want to have a business, but they don't want to do all that, and that is completely okay. It's not meant for everyone. Mind you, I am 25 and I don't have any kids or like huge responsibilities, but just imagine the people that do. Or even those with a full-time job that just can't take the time off to learn a new skill. That is why print-on-demand platforms like Printful are here to do for you guys. It really is the perfect solution for those who want to start a small business but don't have the time or means to do so. And again, you guys, I want to bring attention to the fact that there are no upfront fees that you have to pay right off the bat. So this is definitely flexible for someone with limited means. Something that is super important to me as a small business owner and that I really like is Printful has the option to customize certain things. For example, you can customize your packing slips, you can have custom packaging, packaging inserts, labels for t-shirts and hoodies, and other things like that. I love this because even though you're outsourcing where your products are made and shipped, you don't have to compromise your brand identity or awareness. So if you're finally ready to start your print-on-demand journey, you can sign up for Printful today for free, and I will have that linked in the description for you guys. And I would really love to hear your feedback on this topic. Would you guys rather own your own small business right from home, hold all the products, or make all the products? Or would you rather outsource with something like print-on-demand where all the product making and the shipping is taken care of for you? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications, and make sure to check out my TikTok and Instagram for more content, and I will see you in the next one.